that you're going to be in a fight for the rest of the way, and obviously you figured it out in overtime. Bruce, I'll start with you.
With the Big Ten, it's just a game of runs. That team is the number one assisted team in the country. You can tell how they play, the ball movement. And when you play against a high-level team like that, they do the going run. So us just staying composed, staying mentally composed, understanding what we need to do to have to add the adjustments in the second half when they were going on runs. When you get stops and we get out in transition and make shots, make the job a little bit easier.
Colin, Coach has talked a lot about production from the bench. What have you guys heard from that side, making sure you come in and help carry with the starters come out?
Yeah, it's just keeping the same thing rolling, you know what I mean? I think we built a 10-0 lead early, and, it's just coming in and not having any drop-off in the bench guys and the starters. And, that's something he's been on, like me, Tayson, and Gabe, and Yvonne the last couple of weeks. Like, hey, we need you guys to come in, and there'd be no drop-off. So, just coming in and making the dirty plays, getting offensive rebounds, getting assists, those are little things that the bench can do to help the starters out, give them a breather, and, play hard.
For both of you, Coach wore a suit for the second straight game. Do you take it more serious in a suit, or what do we think about him wearing a suit on the sideline?
I don't know. There's probably an expensive suit that he got on, so he probably got to keep wearing it. So,
Colin, can you take us through that play in overtime where you got the steal and then pushed it up court and got the bucket? That put you guys up 5. It was the first multi-possession lead you had in a while. But can you take us through that moment?
Yeah, on the defensive end, Coach talked about it all game. When they drove in the lane, they were cutting. So, kind of took the cutter away and jumped the passing lane, just, what we've been talking out in the previous huddle. And, saw a lane, and most of my teammates telling me to chill out a little bit. But, Coach told me to be aggressive, went in there and, just kind of drove by the guy, made a layup. So it was a big, momentum swing. They called a timeout after that. And then I think we got a stop or, a score after that. So it's just kind of swinging the game in the right direction.
And for both of you guys, there were 11 straight possessions in like the last 4 minutes where the lead changed. And to keep answering, I know it took overtime, but like what were the conversations like in those moments? What did it take for you guys to keep answering to where you put yourself in a position to finally pull away in overtime?
It was just a clean version of it, just get a stop. That's what a lot of meetings we had, like after the multiple and ones we give up. Understand we can't keep doing that, especially some of the scouting details we knew, like 5 was going left. We kept letting him get to his left hand, so that's us doing a poor job about that. But at the end of the day, we kept fighting. We had elite shot makers on our team. The way we crashed in the ground offensively, it definitely helped us a lot. So us understanding our strengths and doing it to the maximum capacity that we can do it, and we won. So.
Yeah, Bruce, these kinds of games, I think the last 3 years you've been here, there's been a lot of one-score games guys' way, one-score overtime or just close down the stretch kinds of games. And you guys have been able to grind out a few of these wins here. It's only midway of the season, really, but been able to do that some in January. Is there anything that feels different about this year's team being able to close games and get those close wins you need in Big Ten play?
I think it's just the way we practice each and every day and how our teammates coexist with each other on and off the court. It plays a major factor. The little intangible things that we have, make sure we're talking to each other, make sure we're lifting each other each and every day, and that stuff carries each and every day. So I feel like our practice habit keep growing, how we connect on and off the court with each other. I feel like we're going to be in great shape.
Thanks, guys.